Since the end of World War II, one question has haunted documentary filmmaker: how can extremism be represented on screen? How do you portray a figure of violence and ideology without normalizing them? How do you capture their world and charisma while still exposing the brutality hidden beneath? In France, director wrestled with Jean-Marie Le Pen, whose speech mixed ultra-violence rhetoric with the nostalgic defense of collaboration. And Israel filmmaker Avi Mograbi faced the same challenge with a very different man, Ariel Sharon. Mograbi's first strategy may seem surprising. Comedy. The film opened not with Sharon but with Mograbi himself. He confessed, deadpanned, that his wife left him because of this very project. From the first moment, the audience is disarmed. They laugh, they are intrigued. This playful fiction is marriage unrevealing as he obsessed over Sharon reappeared throughout the film. It creates rhythm, letting viewer breathing between heavy political scenes. But comedy is more than relief. It prevents the audience from bonding too closely with Sharon. Each time the film risks humanizing him, Mograbi undercut it with absurd humor, remind us this dangerous territory. And then comes the punch. Near the end, Mograbi joked about his nightmare. Moments later, the screen cut to peels of corpses from the Lebanon war. Massacre Sharon is accused of enabling. The author died instantly. Comedy collapsed into horror. This contrast is deliberated, teaching us to stay alert. Behind rhetoric, behind charisma, there is violence. The second tool is confrontation. At Sharon's rallies, dissent was rare. But one moment stands out. A man shouts, "You sent your children to die in Lebanon." Sharon calmly deflects. It wasn't him, he insists. It was the government. Then he played the victim, the one who had to deliver bad news to grieving parents. In second, he flipped the accusation. The audience applauded. The confrontation dissolved. Mograbi showed this not to highlight Sharon's guilt, but to reveal his political power, the ability to redirect anger, to remain untouchable. Direct confrontation rarely works, so Mograbi turned to cinema itself. Through montage, he pit Sharon's speech against their consequence, image of destruction and death. This is the Kuleshov effect. The meaning of an image changes when placed beside another. Sharon speaks of security, cut to image of bodies. The juxtaposition say what word cannot, and then there are the aside. Mograbi's monologue to camera. Unable to confront Sharon directly, he confides in us, the audience. He critiques Sharon, critiques himself, and exposes his own contradiction. This is not weakness, it is strategy. Perhaps the most radical aspect of the film is its honesty. Mograbi does not hide the filmmaking process. He shows us everything. Being rejected at rally, intimidated by guard, struggling to get closer to Sharon, and then, shockingly, Sharon called him personally. In one conversation, Sharon complained he didn't see Mograbi at a rally, then casually mentioned his co just gave birth. This sudden intimacy in unsettling. Is Sharon trying to manipulate, to charm? The filmmaker doesn't know, and neither do we. By revealing this moment, Mograbi breaks the illusion of objectivity. He makes himself part of the story, exposing the danger of proximity to power. When Sharon appears kind of even funny, Mograbi interrupts with sarcasm, voiceover, or direct address, questioning the very image he has just shown. The result, a documentary that interrogates itself as it unfolds. But this strategy comes with risk. By showing Sharon as a whole person, the film risks humanizing him too much. He can appear warm, approachable, even likable. Mograbi's solution is radical transparency. Every time Sharon seems sympathetic, Mograbi reminds us, through editing, humor, or direct address, that this sympathy is dangerous. Nothing is hidden. Every strategy, every failure, every dot is exposed. The film becomes less about Sharon himself and more about how extremism manipulates image and how cinema can resist. So, how do you film extremism? Avi Mograbi answers by refusing to simplify, by exposing contradiction, by showing both the public spectacle and the private unease. How I learned to overcome my fear and love Ariel Sharon is not just a documentary, it is a lesson in media literacy. It asks us to question every image we see, every charismatic leader we watch, every harmless joke we laugh at. In a world where extremism spreads, not just through political but through image, Mograbi film remain a warning. Cinema is never neutral, and to film extremism is already to fight it, if we dare to confront it honestly. So thank you for watching, and if you like this video, so like, share, comment, and don't miss to subscribe.